Hi, I'm Grant Hepburn. Welcome to the Golf Magazine. I hope you enjoy these ideas and instructional tips. Okay, so here is a good way to warm up before your round of golf, or even if you're just practicing. There's two parts to this. One is to practice the long putt, like I've got here, because you never know how fast the green's rolling on the day. It depends on how short they've cut the grass. It depends on the golf course you're playing. So you always want to get the feel of the pace of the greens. So start out by hitting some long putts like this. I've got 4 balls here, and all I'm doing is to visualize the putt, try to get the feel of the distance here. I'm not thinking too much. I'm just hitting it up there and watching what the ball does. I can see that's a relatively straight putt. It turns a bit at the end. That was a bit soft. It's a little harder one. Okay, a little too hard. So something in between those two is what I'm looking for. And just watch how the ball rolls out. That's the right distance, but I used a little too much borrow there. But all I'm trying to do here is get the feel of the putt, how fast the green's running and what the ball's doing. Now I'm going to take those same 4 balls, and now I'm going to practice the shorter putts. There's 3 footers. So what I'm doing here is I put the ball probably about 3 feet from the hole. The short putts are really important because this tests your stroke. What we did there was the longer putt to figure out the speed of the green. Here I'm aiming for accuracy and also reading the green. So I think this one probably comes a little bit from the left. This one maybe a little bit from the right. So I missed that one. I borrowed too much. This is probably a little bit downhill and fast, so I'm going to get it a bit softer. That's correct. And this one probably a little left to right and downhill. So I pulled that one. So what this does, it gets you to kind of start reading the green. So you'll put those balls back in the same place. Now you'll know what the line is. So now you can test your stroke even better. And if you miss these a lot, then there's something wrong with your stroke technically. Go and see your PGA Pro, ask for some help. Because on the short putts, when you don't have a long backswing, if your stroke is technically incorrect, you don't have time to correct it. On the longer putt that we did just now, you have time to kind of correct it. But on the short putts, if your stroke isn't good, you'll miss a lot of short putts. So check that out. But practice this drill before you play, especially the long putts first, and then these short little 3-footers to test your accuracy and your stroke.